I hope you're feeling positive because this is the Introverted Positron. Welcome back to Nostalgia Nexus and the finale to Twilight Princess and my 3-heart run. So, today, obviously we're finishing the game. I collected the rupees because they were annoying me. Yeah, we're ready to go. So, I don't actually think we need very many of them, but obviously I'm filled up on fairies. I have my 3 hearts, which we'll be able to see once I save the game. Well, actually, that might not happen. I will save the game now, though, just so I have the rupees when I get back. And we'll talk a little bit what's coming up next. At the end of this, it's going to be... Anyway, yep, we'll talk about that afterwards. So, let's go. You ready? I'm ready. Let's finish this. Okay. Let's go. I can't believe we're here. Welcome to my castle. So you're Ganondorf. Here we go. Yeah, that's the sword that he was stabbed with that he's holding. So that's pretty cool, in a way. I've been dying to meet you. Your people have long amused me, Midna. To defy the gods with such petty magic only to be cast aside. How very pathetic. Pathetic as they were, though, they served me well. Their anguish was my nourishment. Their hatred bled across the world and awakened me. I drew deep of it and grew strong again. Your people had some skill, to be sure, but they lacked true power. Oh boy. The kind of absolute power that those chosen by the gods wield. Yeah, I know. He who wields such power would make a suitable king for this world, don't you think? Such conceit. But if you are one of the chosen wielders of power, as you claim, I will risk everything to deny you. Shadow has been moved by light, it seems. How amusing. Very well. Deny me then. Yes, try to deny me. You and your little friend. Yeah, this doesn't go very well. Alright, and let it begin. This is just so I don't have targeting. They did this with Ocarina of Time too. Can't remember when. Both of you faithless fools who would dare to take up arms against the King of Light and Shadow. So you choose, and so you shall feel my wrath. Yeah. So without been, oh no, I can still target it. Never mind. Come on, let's do this. We all know it's coming. Okay. Apparently I don't have to hit her afterwards. Let's do it again. Come on. I know you want to shoot it at me, so shoot it at me. Come on. Oh, that went for a while. Come on. Really? That's all you got? Gonna fly me like a ghost? Do it again. I dare you. It's not the proper use for the Triforce Cannon. Dwarf. Come on. I know you wanna. I know you're going to. It's just the pattern. Oh. No. No. I messed it up as soon as I started jumping backwards. The first hit on me, that is. Done. Part 1 anyway. So that's the classic part of the fight. What's next? Come on. Ow. It's not done yet. Not even close. Yeah, so this is probably going to be a longer episode with credits and everything. What are we going to turn into now? I wonder what it could possibly be. Here we go. Dark Beast Ganon. Oh, would you look at that? Wait a second. Wait a second. Why? I messed that up. Yeah, so just wait for the one that turns blue. Like that. And that. I believe we can do it this way. Keep on going. Why do I keep on doing that? I don't need his senses to do this. Okay. Okay. I will admit, he got me there. And I messed up there. I let go of the button instead of holding it. My fault. He's gonna fall from the button again, isn't he? some. Okay. Might be the same thing, might be different. There we go. So at least now we know what it is. Oh, pfft. I wasn't standing in front of him. So instead I just got rolled over. Good job, Ganon. You managed to actually hit me. And I'm just gonna go get this fairy. Because it's right there. Boom. Done. Okay, that's part 2. 2 more to go. And yes, there are 4 parts. The next part is the worst part. But the controls seem to work a little bit better for... it might just be the controller, not the controls. But the horseback riding seems to be better in this version. Which is odd, to say the least. Okay. So that's Dark Beast Ganon, and we've done the Zelda one. I actually missed the title for that. Sorry about that. Okay, but then wouldn't that hurt her? Okay, yeah, I guess she did give up her ability to live in the world of light. Princess, I... Say nothing, Midna. Your heart and mine were as one, however briefly. Such suffering you have endured. Are we ready for this? Are we really ready for this? Yes. Let's finish this off Android style. No, don't worry. It's not going to be like that. Thankfully. Boop. Oh. No, Midna. No, in all honesty, the character has pretty great development. Woo! Evil creature versus evil creature. This will work out well. Oh yay, computer making sounds. Here we go. Oof. Now they're... Oh. Yeah, they are totally going to rebuild Hyrule Castle. Huh. You know, that actually explains Hyrule Castle in Breath of the Wild if it is in the child timeline. That's another piece of it. It's actually the fact that Hyrule Castle was blatantly destroyed. Okay, okay. Let's go do this. Whew. Spirits of light, wielders of the great power that shines far and wide upon the lands of our world. In my hour of need, grant me the light to banish evil. Yeah, that and her sealing power is still here. So Zelda's sealing power isn't that different between them. In fact, she can even grant you the Bow of Light in later ones. So it's definitely the Triforce of Wisdom that grants her power. I don't think that anything else is needed, or else her power would be even greater than it is. Because the Triforce is tremendously powerful when it's all together. Like, it shouldn't be able to... Like, Ganon shouldn't be able to even fight against it at that point, because his power is only from the Triforce of Power. Positron. Chosen hero. Lend us the last of your power. Okay. Let's do this. Oh, this is hopefully okay. This part does suck, though. At least it can. We'll see what happens. I'll try to slow Ganondorf with my light arrows. You target him and keep him within range of my arrows. Okay. We'll do. Ow. Going well so far. I really hate this fight. Because the thing is that the way this works is that he's going to try to avoid me. What I have to do is I have to get a target lock on him, and then I'll be able to chase him. Yeah, okay, no, this is just as annoying in this version as it is anywhere else. Thankfully, I've got a pretty good hold on him at the moment. But yeah, this is the most annoying part of the entire game. But the controls are good enough. Like, in the other one, I wasn't able to, like, turn fast enough to get this to work properly. But there you go. That was actually pretty easy. That was the part I was most worried about, too. Whew. That's 3 down, 1 to go. Yes, yes, laugh, laugh. I love this part. An impressive looking blade, but nothing more. Would you hear my desire to take this foul blade and use it to blot out the light forever? Okay. Okay. Here we go. Dark Lord Ganondorf. Ow. Not necessary, Ganondorf. Yes, let's just backflip into his moves. There we go. How hard this would be without, like, learning the sword techniques. I love this fight, though. This is awesome. Well, you got me to use 2 fairies. I'll give him that. Almost there. Okay, we'll just do that over and over again. Okay, well he's next to the wall like this. I just have to wait for him. I meant to block that. Damn it, I hit the wall. Okay, there we go. Ooh, I thought I had him there. The wall's gonna kill me, not him. Okay, come on. Let's get away from the wall. Yeah. Apparently you can dodge arrows pretty easily. Ah! Thanks for the heart, I guess. There we go. Almost there. One more time. And then we should be there. Yes, we got this. There is an easier way to do this, but I'm not going to use that way. Although it is hilarious. Ah! And it was built into the game. Like, it's not a glitch or some mechanic that was never intended to be discovered or wasn't intended at all. It's a legitimate, like, way to beat him. There we go. But see, this is the part of the... Oh, shoot. I don't think I've ever seen that. There we go. Oh, right, because you can have like a mini duel. Ah, that's too bad we never got to that. There you go. That's the fight. Another one where we get stabbed somewhere. Which always seems to happen. The ending blows in these games are always awesome. Even Breath of the Wild has that down. Do not think this ends here. Whew. The history of light and shadow will be written in blood. Triforce, yeah, the Triforce of Power feels them. And then here's another weird part of this game that's never really explained. Alright. Good night. This is really cool. He literally dies standing. He's always put down as being a force to be reckoned with. That is something that I'll give these games for every single time. Is that Ganondorf never feels weak, even if the battle is easy. Breath of the Wild might have made him feel a little weak though. Especially since he was so easy compared to most other enemies. But that's okay. I wonder who that could be. In any case. Whew. Go on, Link. Go get her. I don't think there's actually any real romantic tension there, but that's okay. People can believe whatever they want to believe in that regard. Midna's true form. What? Say something. Am I so beautiful that you've no words left? And that is The Legend of Zelda: Twilight Princess. Woo! Well, so let me explain some things since we have to wait through the credits. You can watch them too. I mean, the people who work on this game definitely deserve to be commended for the work here. I don't in any way dislike this game. I love this game, and I've said that a few times. It doesn't mean that I don't have problems with it, though. There are always going to be problems with games because games are never perfect. I have problems with Breath of the Wild. I have problems with Majora's Mask, which is my all-time favorite game. But I have some bigger issues with this one just in terms of what they were going for and kind of what ended up happening. Because what they wanted to do with this game, and at least it's the way I feel about it, is that it feels a lot like it was meant to please fans of Ocarina of Time. It was designed for that purpose because people responded negatively to Wind Waker when it was revealed. That is kind of the story that I understand about this game, and that's unfortunate to me that's where this game came from in that sense, because it's still a great game, but there are parts of it that are designed to emulate Ocarina of Time, and perhaps take too many references from it that take away from it having its own identity, and that's a major criticism for the game, and there's some truth to that. I actually think Wind Waker's worse than this game for those elements, but we'll talk about that later when I actually play Wind Waker. That being said, this is far from not being my favorite Zelda game. It's high up on my list in terms of the 3D Zelda games. In terms of actual Zelda games, though, I honestly have to put this as last. And I hate to say it because it's just for the time. It did some great things, and I love the feel of a lot of the environments, but it never got down the villages. Like Hyrule Castle Town is the closest thing it got to having something that felt more alive in terms of villages. And even then, it just feels so empty for how much is there. It's not a very big settlement for what it is. It's like in Breath of the Wild, they do little details to make everything kind of grow a little bit more. To feel a little bit more alive. So it's like you enter into everybody's houses and you can see little details about the houses. It feels like people are living there, and the villages actually feel like they have a good number of people for who are there. There should be a number, whereas this kind of still fell into that trap of it feeling like there's fewer people than there should be. Even Castle Town, which had lots of people around, it always feels too dead for a city that it is. And that's too bad. And that's kind of what it is that this game misses those marks. And I feel like it's because it wanted to be more like Ocarina of Time in terms of like the fields, the fact that they felt very empty. It's kind of like you have Ocarina of Time, but more of those empty fields. And I'm sorry if this is your favorite game. I'm not saying this shouldn't be your favorite game. But these are legitimate criticisms I have of the game. And that's what it is. Like this, I like this more than Ocarina of Time, but I don't think it's actually a better game than it. I think Wind Waker is a better game than Ocarina of Time. But I don't think that this is. I think this actually falls behind Wind Waker and Ocarina of Time, and that's too bad. That is really too bad. Because this should have taken that spot. Like, this should have been the best Zelda game. Even with Skyward Sword, like, it should have been a better game than Skyward Sword can pull off. And it's too bad that it wasn't able to do that, because it didn't have to be open world, but it had to be more full than it was in terms of that, and it just had to be more challenging. Even if they had made the game more challenging, it just would have been a more interesting experience. That being said, I still love the world. There's still tons of lore to explore. I love the characters and story in this game. And I love the combat. The combat system, I think, is one of the best in the series. I think if Breath of the Wild didn't exist, it would have the best combat in the series. Even though I enjoy Skyward Sword's combat more, because I actually enjoy the motion controls, I think the complexity of the battle system here is really well done. And the sword techniques are awesome. Like, you can see me using them as I go through to beat certain enemies in different ways. It takes away the whole waiting mechanic the game has. Wow, hurt. The game could have. And that's what I love about it. It makes the battle system more dynamic and it makes it more interesting. But unfortunately, they didn't give the game enough, like, it's not punishing enough. Like, I should have had problems doing a 3-card run of this game. And if I tried to do the same thing with Breath of the Wild, I would be doing it for hours upon hours just trying to beat the final dungeon. And I would make it there in probably less time than I beat this, but that's just because of the nature of the game. I don't have to do things to do it. But if I wanted to do, say, like a full story run of the game, get all the memories, get all of the divine beasts, and then go to the final dungeon, it would still be incredibly tough with 3 hearts, especially since the enemies get stronger as you go along. And that's the kind of system I would like to see this. The enemy progression doesn't feel like it needs to be there, because the enemies never do enough damage to really harm you. In terms of mechanically speaking, yes, the enemies get more difficult, but in terms of actually conquering them, in terms of worrying about them, not really. I was able to do this, and I think I had like 3 game overs. Maybe 4 counting both of the game overs from the Cave of Ordeals. But anyway, the point isn't to get on this game's case, because it's still an awesome game. And we will talk a little bit more about that in a moment, because we're actually about to get into another cutscene. Oh no, we're not. Never mind. No, we are. But we'll talk about that in a second. Yeah, so I'll finish this off in just a moment. It's the final cutscene of the game. Of course, I think the dog here knows. Yeah, he's still here. You might have heard him, like, sneezing a little bit. He still has a cold. He's doing well, though. Cold or allergies? We actually are not sure at the moment. Well, I guess this is farewell, huh? That's the wrong button. Controller, that is. Light and shadow can't mix, as we all know. But never forget that there's another world bound to this one. Shadow and light are 2 sides of the same coin. One cannot exist without the other. I know now the reason the goddess left the mirror of Twilight in this world. They left it because it was their design that we should meet. Yes, that is what I believe. Zelda, your words are kind and your heart is true. If all in Hyrule are like you, then maybe you'll do alright. Thank you. Well, the princess spoke truly. As long as that mirror's around, we can meet again. Positron. See you later. I know, it's sad. Oh. Only the true will. Oh, ruler of the Twilight can shatter the mirror. That is the rule. Very noises. You're making this moment all that much fuller, buddy. And it shatters. That really is the end. Yeah. So, back on what I was talking about a second ago. I am so far away from not liking this game. And I need to say that because I do love this game, and I think it deserves the praise that it gets, and I think it deserves the fans and the people who do like it as much as they do. But it doesn't mean that I'm not going to see it as being more flawed than perhaps other entries in the series. And not for as acceptable reasons. But you might disagree with me, and that's fine. In fact, I'd love to have that conversation. Because the discussion is important. What I learned and what we will learn from those discussions will help us, even if it's in terms of, yes, understanding the series, but even if it's just practice for for more quote-unquote important discussions in the future. That was a very odd position for you. Okay. Dog's just in a very weird position. Okay. Yeah. I don't have a whole lot else to say. So, in terms of this series, obviously the 3-heart run's done. But what I do want to do is I do want to actually conquer the Cave of Ordeals. I'm not going to do it right now. It might be a couple weeks. It might be a month. But I will come back to this file and I will do that. And it's going to be fun. But that'll be the bonus episode. And unlike with other bonus episodes, I will do this. And Sonic Adventure 2 will eventually come for its bonus episode. Even though I finished that Let's Play over a year ago. It will come. It's like, I took a break from it because the game wears on you after a while. It's not a mechanically great game, and it's not always fun to play when you're trying to complete it. But it's still an awesome game, and we'll get back to that. Anyway, this isn't about Sonic Adventure 2. This game will come back, and I still love this game. But what we will be doing from now on, and it looks like, I just want to see the Master Sword. Yeah, okay, so they took it out of Ganondorf. No longer has the Master Sword stuck in his chest. For like the 50th time. Okay. But in terms of Zelda 2, like, I'm just not going to be playing Zelda games a lot for a little while. In October, well, hopefully I'll get back to the Breath of the Wild for completing it, because I still need to complete it. That's going to be fun. I've been kind of chipping away at it, and I'm a good way through completing it, but I still need to do that. I just want the DLC, so I have the Korok mask, and then I just go out and find all the Korok seeds. It'll be interesting. I think the dog's going a little insane, but that's fair. Bye, Link! May your horse get stuck in the distance. Oh, you can't see very well there. In the Wii U version, you can clearly see that, like, he stops part of the way. You can't see it so on the GameCube version. That's hilarious. Which makes sense, because they basically just updated the visuals. Anyway, so next up, of course, I'm going to be returning to Super Mario Galaxy. That's going to be the next big thing on the channel for a while. And I also am going to start another Let's Play soon, which may interest people, may bring in new people. If you don't like it, that's fine. I still have Gotcha Force and all that stuff. Lots of stuff to play that we're still be playing here. But yeah. I don't know if that ever goes away. It was an old tradition with games that you could turn them off at the end. Ocarina of Time 64 and Mario 64 had that actually. Yeah, I don't think it's going to go away. Even if it does, it's just going to go a blank screen and back to the title. So, yeah. On that note, thank you so much for joining me for this series. It has been amazing as always to do these Let's Plays. And it's been great to see this series because this is the first series where I've really had people here who have been watching, who have been commenting. And I really want to thank those people so much for that. You're part of the reason why I'm motivated to do this, and I know that we know each other. A lot of them we know each other from other places too. Not friends from my own life, but people who I met through this channel and through what I do here. But still, thank you so much for joining me on this. It's been awesome. And we're going to continue doing this. The next Zelda game is probably going to be just more Breath of the Wild for now. Hopefully next year I will start something else, like Majora's Mask. I'm just going to end it there. Such a good moment too. We'll play more in the future, just give me a little while. See you soon. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps with the channel, and it's always appreciated. I'm going to leave some links here so you can go check out some other stuff on my channel, or you can always just search the channel. There's lots of stuff for people, playlists, and all that stuff. And so on that note, thank you again. Have a great day, and remember to keep positive.